Africa is our land. There is no need we would be calling Africa our land, and 70% of the land is in Africa is being owned by an unknown person. Only 30% is what we are owning, and we call Africa our motherland.
Wagwan Africa, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're watching me from. Welcome back to my YouTube space. Now, in today's video, I'm going to react on this video I did with this young and bold Pan-Africanist who called out the African or corrupt African leaders. This is a true spirit of a Pan-Africanist. I want you to watch this video of this African Pan-Africanist told these presidents on their face that they are doing bad and they need to change. Watch this video and then tell him on the comment section, what do you think?
We have many countries in Africa, and these countries in Africa, corruption has made them to stay far behind. And you know, when we're talking about corruption, we are talking about greedy. Because only by being greedy is when it will be very easy for you to start participating in corruption, or rather to start doing corruption. It is when you are greedy, you want more. You want more. Whatever you're being paid as a salary when you are a president or when you are a minister in a certain country, you feel like this is not enough. I need to harvest more.
These presidents or leaders, they have a lot of wealth. For
yes,
example,
exactly.
You may find a president of Nigeria had 10 jets.
Yes.
Why do you think these people are adding more and more, and yet they are aging, they will die?
Greedy. I need more. This is not enough for me. This is not enough. I need more. Someone wants to harvest money, or rather to harvest resources that can be able maybe to take care of his family, his children's children's, the generation to come. He wants to build a name. A name is already there, but they still feel they're just greedy. These are people who do not even, they're not even kind. They're not generous. They don't care about other people. They don't care about the lives of other people. If you are in that country, in that particular country, whether you live, whether you die, it is none of their business. And that is why when the Gen Zs were fighting, like for example here in Kenya, they were being killed mercilessly and carelessly because a leader or a politician does not want to, he doesn't care. He cares about himself.
Do you think it can change?
Changing, it can change, but it takes sacrifice. Where are the people who are willing to make a change? How many Ibrahim Traores do we have in Africa?
Which are the kind of sacrifices that the people of Africa, or the youths, or Africa at large, or black African diaspora must do so that we can achieve this change?
Let me tell you something. There's only one sacrifice we can make. Only one sacrifice that we need. Let's take an example of Ibrahim Traore. Ibrahim Traore, whatever he's making, whatever he has made, he's doing, is something that is very difficult for any other person to do here in Africa. That is why you would find out we have many presidents in Africa, but a few of them are supporting Ibrahim Traore. Not even 10%, maybe 5%. But the 95%, they still want to be puppets. Whatever Ibrahim Traore is doing, that is a big, clear sacrifice. It is a sacrifice, because that young man can decide to tell France, now, can you come back to my country? At the end of the day, France are going to keep himself. He's going to be a servant. France are going to be masters. When they are going to be masters, definitely there is something they are going to give him and tell him, bro, take this, put in your pocket. But he has sacrificed that. He said, no, I don't want to take this. I don't want to take your money. I don't want to take something you want to give me. You know what I want? I want to satisfy my people. I want to impress my people. I want to fight for the people of Burkina Faso, for the people of the country. That is what I want. I don't want your money that you're going to give me. I know if I join hands with you, definitely you're going to take care of my issues. You're going to take care of my matters. You're going to work with me. You're going to give me everything I want. You're going to protect me. You're going to protect my pockets. But he has sacrificed all that. He said, no, I don't want this. I want to take care of the people of Burkina Faso, the people of my country. The Burkinabe people are my first priority. That is a sacrifice. If it's not a sacrifice, why is it that presidents like President William Ruto is not doing that? Why can't he cut ties with the US? Why is it that President like Tinubu cannot do that? It's a sacrifice. And that is the only biggest sacrifice we need to make. Because right now, these presidents who are actually, who are or rather they are joining hands with the white people, with the white supremacy, they are getting something. And that is why they don't want to cut ties. Some will say they fear. Because when I was shooting, when I posted a video in my channel, the African Streamline, I saw a comment when someone was telling me, maybe these presidents, or rather maybe these leaders, they fear cutting ties with the white people, with the white supremacy, because they fear being killed. But we're talking about sacrifice here. Ibrahim Traore, whatever Ibrahim Traore is doing, we know it's risky. We know it is very risky. There is a video I've just posted in African Streamline. It is risky, but you see that video, Ibrahim Traore, there are some kind of threats that have been sent to him. But the guy is still doing what is right for the people. That is a clear sacrifice. And I'm telling you, Kenyan Beast, that is the only sacrifice we can make. Cutting ties with the white people and saying no to their rules and guidelines. Saying no to their humiliation. Because the land belongs to us. Why is it that the land belongs to us, but the people who are ruling the land are the people from the foreign countries? But the land belongs to us, but people who are ruling are the people from the foreign continent. It is something that it's something that if we have to change it, we have to cut ties with the white supremacy. We have to say no to whatever they are giving to us and decide to move forward. We say that this is the way we want to take. I know you are giving me something. I know you're taking care of my interest. I know you're taking care of my pocket. But I want to say no to it so I can be able to satisfy my people a little bit. Even if I'm going to die after a short time. But after I am dead, what will people say about me? What the people I'm going to leave behind? Are they going to talk positive about me? Or am I going to die and leave them talking negative about me? Yeah. So cutting ties with them and deciding I'm not going to take something that they're giving me. It's a sacrifice. Okay. Because we know you are already used to it. Okay. You are already used to being given something and being told now we want to do this, do this, do this. They give you something, they take something that is valuable, not even compared to what they have given to you. And you feel good.
You are like you are being you give out slaves.
Yes.
You are being given a mirror.
Exactly. Okay. So they give you something small, you give them something big, and you keep quiet. Okay. Keep quiet. So people are crying, but you are good. Your family is good. Your people, you from your generation, like people from your generation, like people from your family, your generation, they are good. They are living well. But other people outside there, they are crying. You feel good. You're okay. You're already used to it. Sacrifice. Say no to it. A time is now, and if it's not now, it's never. Okay?
I know you have a lot to say. Yeah. I don't want you to say all of them here because you have a YouTube channel called African Streamline. I want people to go there and look at your stories. You have amazing commentary. You have amazing message to the people. Yeah. But before we end the video, I want you, what is your message to these African corrupt leaders? Look at the camera. I want you to talk to them. What is your message to them?
This is my message to African leaders who are corrupt. And I'm not talking to African leaders. I'm talking to African politicians. As I've told you, when you are a leader, you cannot be corrupt. When you are a leader, you're going to love your people. When you are a leader, issues of your country, matters of your country will be your first priority. Not by only talking, but by acting. Because we have politicians who talk so much. They talk too much. They speak too much. They have a loud voice. They give us everything by mouth, by the word of mouth. When they're on the campaigns, they speak by the word of mouth. We sometimes tend to believe them and say, you know what? This is the leader we want to go with. But when it comes to a point of acting, they do nothing. If you are a leader, you cannot be corrupt. You cannot see people crying and you keep quiet. You cannot see children suffering and you stay quiet. Anytime you will see a child suffering or rather crying, will take an action of wanting to know what is the problem. If you see a parent somewhere sleeping outside, crying because he cannot have something to feed children. If you see children who are not going to school because they don't have school fees. If you see children who are sleeping on the street because they have nothing to to do. They have nowhere to go. Those will be your first priority. That is when you are a leader. And so taking this opportunity not to address leaders, but to address politicians. Two politicians who are corrupt. Two politicians who are sinking Africa. Two politicians who are killing our motherland. Who are selling us out. Who have decided you're going to take care of your own pockets and your families and your generations. But you fail to see. You're giving a blind eye to people who are crying outside here every day. You're giving a blind eye to people who voted for you into the government. You pretend it's like you're not listening to them. You politicians, you are the one I am addressing. A time to change is now. Because a young generation has woken up. And this is a moment where you don't have to lie to us anymore. Because we want a change. We are tired of doing things in any way. We are tired of being led like slaves. We are tired of being carried as people who don't have value. When we are in the land that is rich, in the land that is resourceful, in the land that has every wealth on the earth, two politicians who have decided that you cannot take care of your people, want to satisfy the master. The master tells you go left, you go left. When the master tells you go right, you go right. You don't care about other people. You don't care about the people who voted for you into the government. You have forgotten that you are a servant to the people, and the people who voted for you are your boss. You have forgotten that you need to listen to the people of your nation. You are listening to a foreign person because there is something he's giving to you. I want to tell you, a time is coming when you will be no more in this world. But ask yourself, when you are finally gone, what will people say about you? What is the picture you're going to leave behind after you are gone? What are the things that people are going to say about you after you're gone? This is the time to change. This is the time to fight for your motherland. Someone is coming to your land, taking what belongs to you. He goes with it to his land. He's making that thing, turning it into a very huge wealth. And then at the end of the day, you are the person who is going to kneel down to that person for help. When you had that help in your own nation, in your own country, in your own land, but you are not able to use it simply because you are greedy to get something that is already made. You didn't want to make it yourself. You greedy people, you greedy politicians, you corrupt politicians, a time to change is today. Start focusing on the issues of people who voted for you into the government. Start focusing on issues of those children who are crying on the street, who are sleeping on the street. They're sleeping on the cold at night. Start focusing on the issues of that mother who is crying because he cannot be able to feed children, because he cannot be able to take children to school. Start focusing on the issues of people. Stop corruption. We have leaders who have woken up. Leaders like Ibrahim Traore, they are fighting for the issues of the people of Africa. Instead of you joining them hands, joining them and giving them a hand of help, you just want to continue being a puppet. You just want to continue being led, being manipulated. For God's sake, you corrupt leaders, let us have a change. Let us make a difference. It is now or never. I want to thank every other leader, the likes of Ibrahim Traore and all those leaders. I saw the other person from the other general leader from Gabon, from Mali, from Niger, and all those who are coming up, those who are waking up. I want to thank you so much. You are our heroes. You are our kings, and we are going to talk about you. We shall not get tired talking about you. We shall wake up in the morning, we talk about you. Okay. Before we sleep, we shall talk about you. At the middle of the night, we shall wake up and set a camera and put a microphone and begin talking about you.
Creating
because
awareness.
Every people, even children, they need to have to be aware of you people, because you are fighting for our motherland, because we have been under colonization, we have been under manipulation for so long. A time has come when we have to say no to all this manipulation.
Wow.
Because Africa is our land. Okay. There is no need we would be calling Africa our land, and 70% of the land is in Africa is being owned by an unknown person.
Yeah.
Only 30% is what we are owning, and we call Africa our motherland.
Okay.
You do whatever you want to do. If they're going to send threats to us, we are ready to receive the threats. But at the end of the day, we have to fight to liberate Africa, because Africa is home. And anything that concerns Africa concerns us.
Wow.
Thank you.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for this bold and fearless statement to our African politicians. And I hope that you have heard him, and you will pass by his channel. Can you advertise your channel?
African Streamline. Just
African
go on
Streamline.
YouTube and search African Streamline. African Streamline. Link will be placed there if I'm not wrong. Just African Streamline. You will find me there. I have just started the channel, but I have amazing videos. Let us educate people. Let everybody. If you are watching me and you are able to create a channel, a Pan-Africanism channel, being a Pan-Africanist, you are the person that we want. You are what we want. We want you. Talk about Africa. Educate people. Let people know about our issues. Let people understand that we are fighting to be a free continent. Have freedom. Everybody should know. People from the villages, from the rural areas, from the deepest parts of your country, we all need to create awareness so people can be able to understand that we need freedom in our countries. And Freedom Act has just started. The battle has just started, and until it comes to the end, we are not going to stop. Go to the YouTube, search African Streamline. You will find me. Please, kindly, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like my videos, and don't forget to share my videos.
Wow. No more, no less. Until next episode, I say peace be with you. Welcome back. This was it. A young and bold Pan-Africanist all the way from 254. His name is African Streamline. I will keep his link down there. I want you to go on his YouTube channel. I want you to subscribe on his YouTube channel, because he has what it takes to deliver the message of God's to you. He has what it takes to deliver the message of ancestors to you. He has what it takes to be the true son of the soil of the motherland. Tell me what you think about him on the comment section. Until next episode, peace be with you. Sinikona content.